The group hears Kristen walk down the streets asking for help. Eben notices the vampires follow her by jumping on the roofs, meaning they're using her as bait. The survivors insist on helping her, so Eben comes out and discovers John is around too, hiding underneath the house. Kristen is his priority and Eben asks John to wait, but unfortunately this distraction means Eben doesn't make it in time and the vampires begin slashing at Kristen before jumping to feed. With the vampires distracted, Eben goes to save John, but as soon as he pulls him out he notices John is becoming a vampire too. Eben tries to talk to him but John goes rabid and attacks, pushing Eben against a swing set that catches him with its chains. Fortunately there's an axe nearby that Eben uses to defend himself, allowing him to kill John with a few precise strikes. Then Eben runs back into the house, where he collapses from an asthma attack. Outside, Marlo finds John's body and takes it as a clue of someone being around. Moments later, it's Stella's turn to be on guard, and Isaac takes advantage of her falling asleep to leave the basement. Stella and Wilson hear the door and immediately go after him, convincing him trying to walk to the city is a terrible idea. Isaac cries as he thinks his wife won't survive and goes to the bathroom. However, seconds later they hear a noise and discover the door's locked. Wilson picks the lock and they discover Isaac has escaped through the window, so Wilson goes after him and pushes Stella away when she tries to stop him. Eben hears the commotion and comes down to check on Stella, but at that moment, a vampire enters the house and they hide in the bathroom. The vampire looks around the house and approaches the bathroom door, but when he's about to open it, he hears Wilson calling for his father outside and decides to go after him instead. While Wilson gets killed, Eben and Stella run back to the attic, feeling guilty for abandoning their friend. Suddenly thumping noises can be heard from the roof. Eben looks through the window and confirms not only that the vampires are gone, but that it's also snowing heavily. Using the wind and snow as cover, the survivors go to the local store to gather as many supplies as they can carry. Suddenly they hear a noise and to their horror, they find a vampire girl feeding on a body. The survivors run to find Eben, but when he comes closer with his axe, the girl's gone. Eben keeps looking around, and the girl comes out of the shadows to attack him, making